Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a Friendsgiving or Thanksgiving makeup look. This is just a fun look that you can wear for the holiday to spend time with your friends and family. I am thankful for so much, and I don't like to just be thankful like during Thanksgiving. I like to be thankful and show the ones that I love and care about all year round, and that's really important to me. But Thanksgiving is when we take time off to come and actually be with our friends and family and like take time out to do that, because sometimes with your busy lives you just don't get to do that. So always try to share with your loved ones that you love them and show them all year round, not just one time of year. But this is the look. I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's go ahead and get started. So I've already applied my foundation and filled in my eyebrows just to save some time. And I'm going to be using a mix of the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette, and then also I have some MAC shadows here that I'm using, just a palette. The one shade of MAC shadows that I always like to pull out this time of year is called Cranberry. It's just like really festive to me, and I don't know, it reminds me of like the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all of that. So it's really, really pretty, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on today. So I'm just going to take an all over shade from the Kat Von D palette, just this light bone or skin shade. I guess more bone because skin is not really that color. And I'm just putting that all over the lid just to kind of set the concealer. I use the Shade and Light, or not Shade and Light, the Tarte concealer just on my eyelids, and this just kind of sets everything. Okay, so now I'm going to take that same fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go in with, let's see, I'm going to go in with this gray, just to kind of create some shape to my eyelids. I'm feeling really like puffy today. Patrick's gone for the weekend, so Daniel's been staying here with me, and we went to Taco Bell last night, and I don't eat fast food a lot, but when I do, I can definitely feel it the next day. Okay, so I'm going to add this shade right here in the crease just to warm it up a little bit, and this is soft brown, and I'm just using that same fluffy brush. I love this eyeshadow. Like, I've purchased so many of them. It's just like the perfect transition shade. But so pretty. And just kind of blend it up toward my eyebrow. And now I'm going to take that cranberry shade, and I'm going to use a different brush. This is a MAC 234 brush. And I'm just going to pack this on the outer corner. And kind of bring it in toward the center of my eye. I'm keeping this front half of my eyelid clear of it. So that's kind of what it looks like. And this shade is really pretty blended out. So when you pack it on, it looks a little bit different than when you blend it out. So I'm just going to take my blending brush and just blend it up into the crease. And when you blend it out, it's more of like a, I don't know, like a pinky shade, but it just looks so pretty. So I'm kind of just blending that all out. I'm going to go back and add some of that cranberry just to deepen it up a little bit. And just kind of blend the edges again. And then I'm going to go in with a really tiny brush and add a little bit of nylon. which as you can see, this is well loved. And I'm going to put that in the inner corner. And then also I'm going to add it just in the center of my eyelid. Okay, now I'm going to be taking this brown in the Kat Von D palette with a round shader brush, and I'm just putting this on my lower lash line. And I can be messy with this because I am going to go back and clean it up with concealer. So I'm just like smoking it out. So the reason that I don't eat at Taco Bell very often is because that was actually one of my first jobs when I was younger. And if you've ever worked in like a fast food place or a restaurant or something like that, I think you would understand this. But when you're there working, you don't really want to eat it after like smelling it in your clothes and your hair. And at least for me anyways, that's how I feel about it. So ever since I worked there, I have a hard time eating Taco Bell. So I'm just taking this on the outer corner. But every once in a while it's okay. Okay, so now I am going to add some liner, and I'm using the CoverGirl liquid liner. I really like this because it's matte. So instead of having you guys suffer through this, I am going to apply this and also some false lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, so while those are drying, I'm going to finish up my eyes. You can still see the glue. I'm using my Fake Awake from Tarte, and I'm just going to line my waterline. And mascara. Using my Lash Paradise in Blackest Black, I think. Yeah. So yeah, when I used to work at Taco Bell, I worked like the night shift from like 6 to 2 in the morning, and I worked the drive-thru, and of course like all my friends would come through and order food, and they'd be having a good time, and I would get so upset that I had to be at work and they were like out having fun. It was usually on the weekends that I was working too, so I was like being responsible. But yeah, the good old days. Okay. I'm going to put some concealer on now. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. And I'm just going to use a brush and just get a little bit off of the tube. And clean up my liner and my eyeshadow. I feel like it just looks better when you clean it up. Like, yes, you can have like that smoked out look, but I don't know why on me, like it just looks better when I clean it up a little bit. And it just kind of brightens your eyes and looks nice. So Adrian is in the backyard shooting his bow, and Daniel's like upstairs watching movies. Like, I just love when they come hang out, even if like they're just doing their own thing. Like, please come to my house and hang out with me. Like, it's so weird not having my kids at home anymore. I just like want them to come over and hang out with them all the time. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of powder. This powder is amazing, if I can find it. Where did it go? I just had it. Oh, here it is. This Fit Me powder from Maybelline is amazing. Like, It is really, really good. I'm just going to take a powder brush and apply a little bit under my eyes. It's so like finely milled, and it really does. I'll show you when I bake a little bit like how well it stays on. So I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer. I'm using this Tarte bronzer. I've kind of been shopping my collection lately and just going back and using stuff that I either need to finish up or just kind of want to change things up without having to go buy new products all the time. Like, I like to switch things up, but I like to kind of go back and rediscover things that I loved before, and this was one of those. It's a matte bronzer, and it's just a really pretty shade. Hoola bronzer, I love that too, but Hoola's a little bit more like cooler toned. This one's a little bit warmer toned. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of blush, and I'm using NARS Impassioned. Love this shade. It is so pretty. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know, it's like a dusty pink mauve, but it's really pretty on your skin. It just kind of makes you look flushed. And then for highlight, this is another thing that I shopped my collection, and this is Whisper of Guilt from MAC. It's the Extra Dimension Skin Finish. I put this on the other day and I was like, okay, hello, that's amazing. But look at that, like, so pretty. Like, you hardly need any, and it just like, I noticed it when I was wearing it, like throughout the day I would just like catch glimpses like in the mirror, and it was just so pretty. So love that I can pull that out and use it. And then I will show you with this powder. You could either use a sponge. I guess I'll try it with a sponge to show you. This might be the lighter one. I have two of these, one lighter and one darker. This might be the wrong one, but you just need like a tiny bit. So I don't like to bake too much, but just, you know, a little bit to kind of make that line. That's a little bit better, I guess. And you can actually see it. Put a little bit right there. I think I need a little highlighter right there. Okay, so while that's baking, I'm gonna add some lipstick, and I'm just gonna be using Please Me. I just bought another one of these. I ran out and I just can't live without it. It's so pretty. It's the perfect pink. And lip liner is 15C from Makeup Forever. I'm going with a more pink look because I feel like it goes really well with the cranberry. Did I say pink look? Pink lipstick. And I'm going to add a little bit of NYX Lingerie in Cheekies. And then when that dries a little bit, I'm going to add this Amore Shine from Milani. And I just am going to use a tiny bit of this just to like make my lips glossy. I'm just going to take a big brush and flick that away. As you can see, it just made that line just like perfect. I might need to add a little bit of bronzer on my jawline. So this is the final look. I do have a tip for you guys for Friendsgiving or Thanksgiving or any type of event really. What I like to do and what's saved me so much so that I can actually enjoy the day is just prepare everything like a day or two in advance. Like if you can get something prepared 2 days in advance or the day before, that way on the day you can just heat whatever you need to up, throw it in the oven, do your last minute touch-ups or whatever it is, and I'm telling you, this has saved my life and let me enjoy the actual day. Usually like on a holiday, I try to do everything all on the same day, like in the morning, and I'm just like stressed out. By the time dinner's ready, I'm like, I'm done. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.